guys where you see them on film and you think you know what they are, and you see them in person, it's like, whoa, it's totally different in person.
Yeah, I would say Winston Jameis.
Oh
He's
yeah.
he's he's definitely like that. That's the guy. That's the guy that comes to mind when I talk about like falling into that trap because maybe you haven't seen him in a little while and they're in the game and he's got first round talent for number one overall pick arm. Like he can make every throw regardless of what his pass has been or what the previous play was. Those guys can always zip the ball in there. So tremendous amount of respect for Deshaun Watson. Just gotta play him straight up because we know he can sling it.
Is it arm first and foremost? How much do you have to worry about the running aspect?
Oh, that's a huge aspect too. I mean, he's talented, dual threat. So you got to be ready for both and just cover the best you can. And then the thing that's great about him is he can use his feet, but he does a good job of keeping his eyes downfield and extended plays. So got to plaster when you need to, and then be ready to tackle.
We don't know a lot about how you prepare for games.
Hmm.
How deep into the history do you go back to his games in Houston, or for you, how do you get yourself ready? Like, what's your film study like?
I think a key thing is kind of looking at teams around the league that run sort of a similar defense that we do, um, and then see how they play those teams and how they prepare for those teams, and then take it from there, break it down, first, second down, third down, all that stuff, and kind of look for those opportunities and those hiccups in the game plan.
How excited are you to see how you and Dax play together for the first time in a real game?
Yeah, I'm just excited in general. I mean, this time of year, first game of the season, we all been praying for this day. Trying to get back into football. Me and Dax, we're gonna be fired up. Start that journey together. It's got to have a tight relationship as the safeties back there. So I'm just getting looking forward to starting that connection because it is different once you start playing in a game and whatnot. You just gel different, and so I'm excited to see what that's gonna be like. I know it's gonna be fine, but I'm excited to see how we kind of play off each other.
What has happened to this point that gives you confidence that you two are just going to be just fine?
Just preparation and the communication we have with one another. I mean, that's all you can really ask for. We've been spending some time on our off time together and everything like that when we can. So we have a pretty strong relationship. And then once you get into football, it's just a matter of trust. And we got plenty of trust for one another right now.
How difficult is it preparing for Deshaun Watson because his most recent tape isn't as productive as it was when he was in Houston, but you
Yeah.
know what he's capable of.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that makes it a little bit difficult, but it's always difficult preparing for the first team of the season, just because you don't have any film other than preseason of what they're gonna be really doing. So you got to expect a little bit of the unexpected. But as far as Deshaun Watson goes, tremendous respect for him and what he's capable of, and so that affects your preparation and how you come into that game.
Do you know anything about the? Do you know, sorry, Jake.
No, I was just, what do Nick and Dax do in their together time in the downtime? What do you guys do when you hang out when it's not here?
Oh, we just kicking it. I was just talking in terms of like dinners and whatnot. Like
Yeah.
we get together as a big group. He's a married man. I'm a married man. So I imagine once our wives get connected here, maybe in the stadium or something, that's when stuff gets done. And that's when guys end up hanging out when their wives start connecting and getting on board and setting stuff up. But no, he's a good dude, and I'm sure we'll figure something out to get some one-on-one time if need be.
Yeah.
We're both kind of chiller individuals, and I like to spend most of my time with my family. He chills with his family, so when we get out to our DB events and everything like that, that's when we kind of kick it.
It's not that the baby's gonna remember it, but this will be the first time that
Hmm.
you've been seen playing live in a game. Have you thought about that? What it's gonna be like?
Uh, yeah, I mean, it'll be special. Just having him in the stands, and it'll obviously keep getting more special as he gets older and starts understanding what dad does and everything like that. So I'm just excited to see him in his little Bengals gear and everything like that. I don't think he'll be at this game. I don't think he'll be traveling, but really excited to kind of see him in the stands and hopefully I can get a pick and give it to him and or something like that.
Do you know anything about the Bengals Browns history?
Um, I know that we haven't fared too well in the past going up to their place. Is that correct? Past couple years. Every season is different. I kind of have the luxury of not having that in the back of my mind just because this will be my first time seeing them as a Bengal. But I would encourage guys to kind of just last season or the last 4 seasons was the last 4 seasons. This is a new year, new approach, new opportunity. So as far as I'm concerned, that history doesn't matter. It's all about how we come out this first game. Man, just he's super creative. Takes a lot of time, has a lot of intention in his game plan, and everything's extremely well thought out. There aren't any plays on that call list that he's not calling for a reason. He's not just throwing random plays out there, so that makes it a lot easier to understand why you're playing something, which makes it easier for you to execute.